I have a 160mm wrist, and this is the 49mm Apple Watch Ultra. Unfortunately, it doesn't come in a smaller size. Well, I'll say unfortunately, it is a pretty nice size. But obviously this is pretty big for my wrist. And I wanted to try all three of the Apple Watch Ultra bands to see which one I liked on my wrist. In this video, I'm gonna compare all three of the bands. They've each been specifically designed for their activity. I'm gonna show you how they've been so thoughtfully designed to do that. I'm gonna go through like the pros and cons, which has the best material, what the weight of each one is, to help you make a decision on which one to buy. My favorite band is the Trail Loop, and I'm gonna go through that one right at the end, so not to be biased. Let's start with the Ocean Band. The Ocean Band was the first band that I picked up because I really enjoy going scuba diving and surfing. This band is made from silicone, so unlike the others, which are made from fabric, the silicone is 100% waterproof and it dries very quickly and very easily. You'll also notice that it has these hoops, these holes even, running all the way around. That is because there is this like security mechanism here. It comes out and it will secure the excess strap so that it doesn't catch on anything and doesn't get in the way. This silicone is also really stretchy. It doesn't look like it, but it does stretch. And if you wanted to, you could buy a 50mm extension to this strap so that you could wear it around a wetsuit or a dry suit. Like I said, this has been specifically designed to be used in the ocean for water sports and water activities. The material lends itself to that very well as this security feature over here. This band doesn't come with a metal lug, it comes with the same silicone lug at the top and at the bottom. While this dark blue is my favorite color, out of the three bands, this one is probably my least favorite to wear every day. It's just not as comfortable having the silicone on your skin versus the fabric. It can also get pretty thick when you double it up against each other. Even though I enjoy surfing and I enjoy scuba diving, I don't actually get to go that often. And because of that, I don't think I will keep this strap. I'm not likely to use it regularly enough to get the benefit from using that silicone strap with the security feature. So it's nice, it's cool, but it's not one for me to keep personally. It might be one for you to keep. Final thing to say on the Ocean Band is that it weighs 34 grams, which is the heaviest out of the three straps. This is the Alpine Loop, and this is one of my favorite loops from an aesthetic point of view. I love how the orange of the strap goes with the orange on the Apple Watch Ultra. It matches really nicely. This one has a titanium lug on either side and a titanium clasp as well, which is really nice. What I like about this strap is that it's made from fabric, which means that it's quite stretchy. I really like this one. And as you can see, the hoops also stretch. So while I put this Apple Watch strap on my Apple Watch, something that I wanted to highlight to you is that the Alpine Loop has a new mechanism for securing it in place where it uses a hook, this hook over here, which will go into one of the holes, and it's curved at the end just to make sure it doesn't come out. So I'm pretty confident that this will stay in place and this won't move. And like I said, it's pretty stretchy, so I could afford to go up one or down one, depending on where on the wrist I'd like to wear this and for what activity I'd like to use it for. What I really like about this though, is that it's ever so slightly curved just to match the curvature of the wrist. And that means that if I put my hand down like this, put my wrist on the table, it's a little bit more comfortable. If I had like a flat titanium metal piece at the bottom of my wrist, I would certainly notice it more. So that is a really nice design touch. Just gonna highlight to you the curve, which you can see over here. It's the fabric strap, so it's a little bit nicer to wear than the silicone. And because it's made from titanium and fabric, I wonder what this will weigh. 12 grams, that's a pretty good weight. That's almost 3 times less than the Ocean Band. That's a pretty lightweight band to use every day. Last but not least, this is the Apple Watch Ultra Trail Loop. The Trail Loop is very similar to the Sport Loop you've seen on previous Apple Watches. On this particular watch, it's made from Velcro, it has a Velcro mechanism. It's made from a really soft material on the inside, and this is the side of the material that's gonna hug your wrist. It's a lot softer than what I've seen on the other Sport Loops, that's for sure. This strap is also extremely stretchy. Let me put this on my wrist and show you what it looks like. You'll notice that the lugs on this one are made from titanium, which is different to the Sport Loop. And there we have it. On the end of the band is this hook, which you can use to just pull the Apple Watch strap off and to adjust it. I don't think that this would catch on anything, but it is a risk because there is a hole there. So it could catch on something. If you've used a Sport Loop in the past, you might be curious to know, how does this compare? What are the differences between the two? I could identify 2 main differences between the Trail Loop and the Sport Loop. The first one being the Trail Loop comes with these metal titanium lugs at the top and the bottom compared to the plastic ones we're used to seeing on the Sport Loop. And the second one being that the Velcro that you have on the Trail Loop is slightly thicker and there's 4 of them versus what you have over here, which is slightly thinner, and there's 5 of them. But otherwise, they are very similar, and I think that the Trail Loop definitely feels more premium, and it's gonna match your new Apple Watch Ultra. Of course, it comes with this really soft material. You know, I can't emphasize how much I really like this. I wish there was some more variety of colors for the Trail Loop. That one is my favorite by far, so that's the one I'm probably gonna rock. Now, in terms of weight, the Trail Loop is the lightest out of the 3 watches, and it comes in at 9 grams. Pretty good. Whether you're gonna go diving, whether you're gonna go mountaineering or on trail runs, you might know which Apple Watch strap you wanna get. But if you're gonna use it every single day, then hopefully this comparison has helped you decide between the 3. If you enjoyed this video, you should check out my other videos on the Apple Watch Ultra, and I'll link that up above.